Hello, William Glory Bitch. AKA the biggest bitch on YouTube. See, you claim that you go after people that deserve to be gone after. Like, you claim that I deserve to be gone after. Which I find interesting. I mean, you claim to go after these monsters. Such as your latest victim, Phil Hensey. I looked real deep into what he's doing. And you know it's funny? You know it's really funny? By doing that, you just proved my point for me. You literally just proved my point. That you will go after anybody who looks different than you. You don't give a fuck about anybody but yourself. And you know what's even sadder? The fact that you can sit there and blatantly think that you're some sort of hero. When really, you're nothing more than a fucking clown. Playing pretend on the fucking internet. And it's funny, you sit there and attack me for how I feel because of what you've done to me, my friends, and my family, and how you've constantly committed felonies against me, including mail theft and several other things, and yet you expect me to be okay with what you do. You expect me to be okay with mail theft 2 different times, and sending a dead baby pig in the mail, and a dead baby pig brain most recently in the mail to my house, disguising it as a science project, when really you were doing it to be sick and fucking disgusting. Now, don't get me wrong. I love horror movies. Okay? I love the Annabelle movies. I love the Saw movies. You know, I'm a horror junkie. I love horror films. But there's a difference between horror movies and just being fucking disgusting. And you think that you're this badass motherfucker. You act like you're this savior of the people. But really, you're just an asshole villain that I'm looking to squash. Permanently. I mean, you know, yeah, Tibbs, he may be on that radar of being weird. I'll give you that. I will admit, Tibbs does have a few screws loose. But don't we all have a few screws loose? I know I do. I'm not ashamed to admit that I got a few screws loose. And my music shows that. My music clearly shows that I have a lot going on in my life. I have a lot of things that are wrong with me upstairs. Because of people like you, William. It's people like you that are a fucking cancer to this world. And you act like everything's all good. Which I find interesting. You act like everything's all good and that, oh, we're gonna do this forever. No, you're not. Eventually you're gonna run into the wrong one. Who actually will be untouchable. Who actually will manhandle you. And when that day comes, your friends ain't gonna be around to save you. Because not only will they silence your friends, they will, and I hate to say this, and this ain't no threat, this is just the reality of things. They'll probably try to silence, or not fully, actually I'm not saying try for, not only will they silence your friends who try to help you, they will also more than likely silence your family, the people that you love and care about most. They will probably end your fucking bloodline if you keep going down the route you're going. So I'm telling you right now, William, if I was you, bro, I would personally stop. Personally, you know what I would do? If I was you, I would personally go in, delete all my social media, and go in and get a regular 9-to-5 job. That's what I would do. Why? Because, as I have said before, in many videos, you are the world's biggest piece of fucking shit on any social media platform. You are a fucking cancer to this world. And you think that you're this badass motherfucker. But yet, you're nothing more than a pussy. I mean, it's funny to me. You are literally a hypocrite. Quite literally, you are the world's biggest hypocrite. You judge me for my supposed sins and my supposed wrongdoings, but yet you've done way worse. So, how does that make you a saint? When you have done far worse shit than I could ever even imagine doing to you, or Marty, or Inward Boy, or anybody. You've done far worse to me than I would ever do to you or Marty. And you know what's funny? Every time I have challenged you to a one-on-one fight, you have backed away and ran like a bitch. Every time. And instead of showing up like a man and coming up to my door and knocking on it and asking for me directly, you just literally, you wait till I'm not home, or you wait till my family's not home, or we're all asleep, and then you drive by my house. That doesn't make you scary, dude. That makes you look like a bitch. That's literally what it does. It makes you look like a fucking cowardice little bitch. That's what that ultimately does. And yet, you claim to be a badass. When in reality, you're not. You're just a dude behind a computer screen that just happens to be a little bit tech savvy. And yeah, sure, you may have destroyed both of my Xboxes. And yeah, sure, you may have destroyed both of my PCs and both hard drives that went with them, costing me over $2,000 in damages. But guess what? The Xbox and the PC can be fixed. Only reason why I can't get them fixed right now is because guess what? My family ain't got the money for it. But what I find so insanely funny about you, William, is just the sheer fact that you genuinely think that you are untouchable. But really you're not. Nobody is untouchable. Not even you. You can hide behind all the VPNs that you want, William. You can hide behind your little friends. You can hide behind little bitch face Marty, aka the motherfucking goddamn fattest fucking pig on this goddamn planet, aka the world's fattest fucking pussy on YouTube and on the face of the earth. aka the world's biggest fucking coward, that ran away from going to court because he was a scared little bitch to stand on business. Which brings me to my next point. You claim that you're not a pedo supporter, but yet you support Marty and N-word boy. See, Marty is a pedo supporter. He has had actual real convicted pedophiles on his panels and has actually showed them friendship. The three main ones who I always mention, White Bowser, Anaconda Sin, and Tony the Black Dragon. He has showed all three of them friendship. And your little best friend Bud, N-word boy, even though he tries to hide it, even though he tries to play off like I don't have his info, I do. I looked into him. And guess what? He's a pedophile too. But yet, you claim to not be a pedo supporter, but yet you support Marty and you support N-word boy. Marty, who is a pedo supporter, and N-word boy, who is a pedophile. Yeah, who is a pedophile. So, tell me again how you're not a pedophile supporter. What, you don't think I don't know that Marty and William and N-word boy try to play that shit off like they're not? See, the problem with you, William, is this. You think that whole thing of blackmail is going to work forever against everyone, and it's just not. You may have been able to blackmail Kira with the porn shit. Yeah, you may have blackmailed her by forcing her into a relationship with a known troll who is which you guys are forcing her to make sex tapes and then blackmailing them with her. You know, you're blackmailing her with the sex tapes and shit. Which, by the way, that's another felony, but that's not on me. That's on her to do that shit. But regardless of that, at the end of the day, you think that your crimes are going to go unpunished. Eventually, karma comes around and bites us all in the ass eventually, William. Karma comes right back around and bites us all in the ass eventually, my friend. And I hate to say it, but one day, karma will come and get you. Karma's gotten me more than once. And guess what? I learned my lesson. But you clearly haven't. So, what are you going to do when karma comes around and bites you in the ass, and you fuck around with the wrong person, and you find out that they're not to be trifled with? And you either end up with a broken computer that cannot be repaired no matter what you do, or they straight out end up finding your address, going to your house, and beating the ever-living dog shit out of you. Like, what are you gonna do then? Ain't nobody gonna be around to save you. Ain't none of your friends gonna be around to protect you. And I hate to say it, but if you got a dog, if you fuck with the right person, I hate to say it, but they'll probably end up killing your dog. If that dog tries to bite them, your dog's probably gonna get shot. Just saying. Because that's how that shit usually works. You fuck around and you find out. And, William, you wanna know why? You wanna know why I refuse to get a regular job, William? See, here's the real reason. You think it's because I'm scared. But the truth is, it's because I see through your trap. And see, I know what you're trying to do, and I hate to say it, but you're failing quite miserably. See, you want me to get a regular job so that you can either call up there and harass me, or harass my boss, or you want to have somebody come up there directly to fuck with me, get photos and pictures of me, all so you can sit there and harass me until I flip the fuck out on a fucking troll who just happens to be a Karen, and then I end up beating their ass, and then I end up with a charge. What, you don't think I don't see through that shit? You truly are a special breed of stupid, William. You really are. I'll give that to you. You truly are a special breed of stupid. So, if I was you, William, like I said, I would practice what you preach. I really would. I would practice what you preach. I would get off of social media if I was you. I would delete all my YouTubes, all my Facebooks, all my Discords, everything. And I'd get a regular 9-to-5 job, because here's another little secret for you, bud. Something that I don't think you want to accept, but you're going to have to accept. And that is, eventually, everybody's going to move on from you. Everybody's going to forget about what you did to me and what Marty did to me and that whole set of shit, and they're going to forget about, ultimately, you. Because eventually, when people get tired enough of it, which they will get tired eventually, you're not going to have any viewers. And when you don't have any viewers, how are you going to make a living? Think about it. At least with people like me, I keep shit interesting. I do vocal covers, I do music, I do artwork, I do hangout streams. And I also do music videos and short films. So I have plenty enough to keep me going for the rest of my life. But you're a one-trick pony. And I hate to say it, man, but before long, that one trick's gonna run out. And people are gonna start to get bored. And they're gonna move on. Then where will you be? Nowhere. You know what the definition of insanity is, William? Doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. Sounds like something you do with me all the time. You attack me all the time expecting a different result that you're never going to get. Because I'm not a coward. I'm never going to give you what you want. Because guess what? I don't negotiate with terrorists like you. I don't negotiate with pussies. I don't negotiate with people that are a cancer to this world. And quite frankly, you are a cancer to this world by everything you do. So William, if I was you, man, I'd take my advice. I would shut down all my social media entirely, including Discord. I would disconnect from Marty and N-Word Boy, because like I said, Marty's a pedophile supporter, and N-Word Boy is clearly a pedophile because his girlfriend is underage and in high school. And from what I read, is actually getting ready to be in 11th grade, or 12th grade, I'm not sure which, while he is in college. And like I said, Marty supports pedophiles by allowing them to have a platform. He's given Tony the Black Dragon, Anna Condescend, and White Bowser all a platform. And is good friends with them. But yet, you claim that you're not a pedophile supporter, but by supporting Marty, you're essentially supporting pedophilia. So if I was you, if you really are what you say you're about, and you say that you hate pedophiles, then if I was you, I would distance myself from Marty and N-word boy, man. Just saying. Because Marty's a pedo supporter and N-word boy is a actual pedophile. So why not distance yourself from him, dude? I know I would. But that's just me. But as of right now, you technically are a pedophile supporter by association. So, with that being said, I am wiping my hands clean of you. Because I do not associate with pedophile supporters like you. And I sure as fuck don't negotiate with scumbag terrorists like you that want to sit there and ruin lives for a quick buck and a quick view. Just saying. So, but as I said, William, if I was you, I'd heed my warning, man. Because eventually you're going to fuck with the wrong one. You're going to fuck around, and you're going to find out that person ain't there to fuck around. But they're there to make you find out, and you're going to regret ever stepping to them. I'm just telling you the reality of it, because you can run for so long. You can only run for a certain amount of time. But eventually you will get caught, because time has a way of catching up with all of us, including you. You're no different. So if I was you, man, I would shut down all my social media. Do like I said, get a regular job. And that's what I would do, because that's what you need to be doing, is a regular 9 to 5. Instead of going around and ruining people's lives for clicks and views and for a quick laugh. It's fucking retarded. And quite frankly, it's fucking stupid, and it's not a good look for you. So, William, do yourself a favor and do like you're always telling me. Get off the fucking internet. Get a job.